Hi everybody, I want to give you some video feedback. You guys just did such a terrific job, and I know that by the end of the week this is going to be a finished, polished site for you, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what that's going to look like. So I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to look at these as a first-time user. So it'll be like I'm visiting your site for the first time, and my reactions will be, even if I've looked at them a little bit, my reaction is going to be pretty immediate, and I'll give you my feedback, and you'll be able to see one another's and see what solutions they came up with, your peers. And if you have any questions, let me know. There is a rubric for the revision. Make sure you take a look at that. All right. All right, let's jump in. Okay, Real Deal Taco. This feels like a button. It's not, but it feels like one. Let's go to the menu. You've got the logo there. This background, this is a really tough template. It really is. It seems like it would be easy because it's a food truck, but it isn't. The colors are all, completely different. It's for a hamburger place, so there is some adjusting that has to happen with this one. The background can either come out or be color adjusted to blue. That can work for you. You've got your items described. That's great. So you're really very close on this page. But yeah, that background, you're going to want to make it blue. The locations, good. You can anchor that right to there. So you can bring that up just a little. Good, you got everything here on one line. If you need to, you can put Monday, Wednesday together and Tuesday, Thursday because they're the same locations if you need to. Okay, it looks like maybe this could be centered, the lunch times and dinner. But otherwise, I'm looking at titles. Are they the same? Okay, maybe we don't need this here. Story, probably you will want to have a little more padding, a little more space in between your columns there. They're getting a little close there. And this needs to connect with something. So you can cut this down. You can cut it down another 2 paragraphs if you need to, right? Okay, so if I'm here, I'm on story, testimonial. Okay, so the testimonial is going to the news section, somewhere in the news section. That's good. That's going right where we want it. These socials, okay, you want the socials to be down here. If this is below news, then your socials are going to be below news, so they're here. You just want to make sure that you anchor things to land in the right place, all right? But it's a really good site, Justin. There are sites, social sites for the particular links. Not all of them, these aren't there, but you can go ahead and link that up. I probably would do something a little different here. It looks highlighted, and I know that's to try and separate it, but maybe it needs a different kind of box. Maybe this is one box behind there. Maybe you've got larger, I don't know, just link it and say Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, rather than have the link there. Maybe you would just automatically link it for them. But yeah, this is a great start, great start. I can't wait to see where this goes. All right, let's move to the next one. And I will try and go as quickly as I can. I'm sorry, I know you don't have a lot of time to look at them all, and that's really important. Okay, the template needs to go. We're not serving fries and things, so this template needs to be updated. It's not an interior, so we've got some images there. We have to remove any template pages that we're not using. This. Ordering online isn't needed, so you don't have to have it. The menu and blog and about, we do have to have that. So if I select the about, it comes up a little slow, but you have it here, and I do like the colors. Ordinarily, paragraph text is going to be left aligned. We'll see. It's not the the area where the most work is needed. So we'll not dwell on that too much. Definitely need to have this filled out, right? And have the taco items replaced. Okay, so this one needs several hours still. Okay, interior we don't have. Okay, so yeah, a little more time. I do like the colors. Maybe throw a little more blue in there somewhere. Maybe not this page, but now and again. And yeah, but a little more time on that one. Real Deal Taco. Let's try and center that. I know it's hard, you know, given what you had for the art, but try and get that up there. Or, you know, remove the white. You can also put it up in the header, either centered or left, probably left. And okay. Okay. All right. And you're linked. Good job. I think. Okay, no, not linked, but you will. You will be. Okay. Probably, okay, you've got this left and right aligned and then center aligned. Okay, you may want to play with that a little more, and you can cut these down. You know, these aren't real people. So for this, you can cut it down. Okay, easy to read, very easy to read. Okay, good, good, good. Left aligned, and your images are working for you. Nice, nice background gradient. That looks good. It's working. Okay. Video slow things down, but it came up quickly, so it's probably optimized correctly. Okay, reservations. Don't need, but you make it clear it's a food truck. So you've got catering, and you have your links here. Okay. Not sure we need that. Nice. Very little to do. Very little that's left to do. You may want the logo on every page. Clients are a little bit like that. But colors are working, the style is working, easy to navigate. Milani, yeah, you're pulling this together. You'll work a little more, make sure those images are, you know, spaced evenly, but they are the same depth, so kudos there. Let's see. Well, we want to do something about booking a table and close up this space and the space down here. All right. Let's see, about. Okay. Just close up that space. Menu, you're working on that. You know, you want to just a little bit of fine tuning. We talked about putting this on one line. Okay, good. And you could put the logo in the center here, or yeah, a little spacing here. But this could go bigger. You know, you can play with this section around here. Good. You know, link up your socials. And this was interesting, I thought. You have everything above the scroll for this, and I like that. Make sure there's some space here, right? So a little bit of fine tuning. And then you have your news section. Okay, you have your navigation is frozen. That's great. It's always available. All right. Okay. All right. Really good. Good job. Just a little bit on the details, right? Nice. And you have time for that this week. Okay. Good. Good. Nice. Okay, and those will link up for you. Interesting. Okay, you have these over here. So those just need to be updated. You may not need them. I would probably put them in white if you're going to keep them. Prefer to only have one set on a page, but I can see that that balances. I do like this little icon you have there. Okay, you have a green going on. That's all right. Good, great photo. They look like they're having a great time. I like it. Good. Okay, clean, nice. Okay, glassware. These look great. This looks really great. Of course, that's dupes, but you know, I think I love this. Maybe we could pretend it's plastic, but we've got to make sure we're not showing paper. I mean, that we're not showing glass, that we are showing paper. Okay. But nice layout, and I know you had to search for some of those images, so kudos there. I wonder if you're little small, as long as you're being consistent throughout. Great photo collection down there. Let's see. Okay. Maybe the same amount of padding up here as down here, or you know, a little tweaking in there. But nice, very nice. I love what you've done with it. You've got your main pages there, so not a lot left to do. Okay, you probably know of a few things. It's a little bit of stacking here of your headers, but you know, maybe this would be all caps, but then that would have to be throughout. There it is, but it isn't there. All right, great start and almost done. Okay. Interesting color. I wonder, you might want to pick that up somewhere. You have here, careful we're not clipping the logo. And we need the copyright at the bottom, the updated date. Okay. Easy to read. Probably don't need all of this. Probably don't need that because you have it in the header. Okay. This font, you'll want to have an upper lowercase. All caps is hard to read. All right. And remove any placeholder text. Okay, I like this. Is this the same font that's being used everywhere? It's just a little different size. Okay. A little bit of space there. Remove this content and bring it up so you don't have that space there. We'll bring that up and have your white footer down there. Yeah, maybe you can bring that up so there's a little less scrolling. Like you have it here and here. Okay. So I like these two colors you've chosen. This with this. I like that. And there you have it. You might not need this green box here. You may want to bring this down and let this be a header instead of having it to the left, and have your content below it a little bit. Good job, you're linked up. Yeah, I mean, you could bring this over. It's just these having a subheader taller than your header, you might just want to work with that a little. So here you have your copyright. You'll need the disclaimer. I didn't see that. And so maybe you have it somewhere, but yeah, nice. It's looking good. Can't wait to see it this week. Okay, again, we have this template that's not easy to work with. So great job here. It's a nice choice. Let's see this. You don't even need this section as long as you have this menu over here. Okay. This usually has a little more, so you'll need an about. Contact good. You have updated the template, so that's really good. Close up that space, and they may want this to be in their blue. Okay, good. So yeah, that needs to be updated. Have the content entered. Right. Okay, and you'll want a contact. You do. You have that. I'm sorry. Maybe a little closer. All right. You need the about content. That's what you're looking at primarily. That's missing. Great. Got some nice photos. Good job. You've done a good job. This purple could go a little more blue, or this could go blue. Definitely the logo wants to be the color of, unless it's white on blue, something like that. All right. Otherwise, it's coming right along. Okay. I think I do really like this photo. I think this background can go of the avocados. And freeze this so it remains your header, your navigation. Try using the blue of the company. Okay, and this can either just be a solid or something. Good, and you'll link up your socials. Let's check the navigation. Enter all this text. I do like the blue. Okay, let's go back to, instead of navy, which looks so serious, let's go back to the Real Deal Taco blue. I don't mind this, I'm just not sure it's going to work with everything yet. All right, you may not need this sitemap down here because it's not a big site. And if you freeze this, you won't need to. And you can make this a blue, maybe instead of red overlay, maybe it could be green or yellow. Okay. Try not to have two different sets. Okay, and all of that will be entered as well. And there's the about story. Let's split it up just a little so it's not so dense. Break it up into some paragraphs. All right. Looks like you just need a little more time. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Is there a contact on this? Yeah, sort of. Okay, yeah, just a little more time spent. Take away some of the backgrounds. That will be the first thing, and that will help you get started, right? Once you take out some things and make everything the blue of the company, and that will help, all right? Great photo, though. All right, this one has been updated quite a bit. I want to close up some of the space We'll see where it lands. Okay, that links. Okay. Okay. Do try and have your images be the same height and space in between. That's everybody. Think about a grid. Okay, so have that land here. Bring the content up a little bit. Bring this up. And as I said, Monday and Wednesday can be combined, and Tuesday and Thursday, so that you're not, if you need that space. Let's make sure that the navigation here, that we freeze it so it's on every section. Okay, a little hard to read. Okay, let's make these the same size. Okay, good. So let's make sure we're centered when we're trying to be centered. Yeah, a little hard to read. Maybe all of this is yellow. Okay, let's land right about here. If we have the RDTaco up here somewhere or here, we can get into the content right away. Then you won't need that here. And the contact is last. Okay, so that's gonna, you want that to land about there with this, either the blank space, so you could bring these up a little bit so that they don't come down here. That could work, right? And you have your disclaimer. All right, really close, just some tweaking, right? We don't have a news page, so you're going to want that. All right, good job. Lots of tacos. This image probably needs to be optimized. It took a while to load. Good. Okay. A little bit of scrolling without content. Let's make this clear. I know it does that a lot. I've seen it a lot, but help it clear that section. I don't know if you can center this photo or not. You probably can get into this content quicker. Okay, making sure we're using the same font for headers. Okay. Good, easy to read. All right. No photos, but you have them all on the front. You might want to reduce the front page scrolling and I don't know, I'd have to think about it. It's just so clean and it's centered, so it would be kind of different how you'd have to really come up with a solution for your images if they weren't there. I think I would remove the backward slash, and the space can come out. Probably see if you can have 2 columns here. And that would be even less scrolling. I feel like there needs to be a header. Maybe this needs to come over here, or a sub, if one's a little bigger and one's a little smaller, but otherwise it's competing a little bit. The contact is coming up very slow, which means the image needs to be optimized. Those would need to be linked. Maybe this doesn't go over the photo because it's kind of competing with this text, I think, is the problem. I think it would probably be all right otherwise, and I think maybe this needs to come over here. Okay, this could be centered. Your socials could be centered, or they could be moved down with the form, but really close. You could use a news section, right? All right, it's coming along very well. I do like your menu page. Okay, always love this image. Unfortunately, it has glassware. This is great. And the food is ideal. Nice job with your logo. I do like that. It's large, it's overlaid. It's not on every page, but I still like it. If I click this button, it's either got a big picture on it or it's not linked, in which case you can take that off. Okay, nice. Yeah, a little bit of space there. A little bit of space there. Make sure these are all the same size. This one's larger. And what you do, you can edit this. You'd have to ask a client, but for this, you can edit this. You always look at whichever is longer, and if it fits, then the others are set to the same. So this would be the same as your longest text. They're all going to be the same to match. So the rest will all fit. I like that. Okay, link those up, update your copyright. Love this picture. Wish it weren't glass. But it is. Let's see. Nice. You can bring that up so it's on one line, however you want to do it. You can add a line to make them the same. Make these line up, whatever you want to do. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Good. We're going to pretend that that's paper. But some are hard. Chicken and pineapple tacos. Okay. Yeah. The glassware, that's all. And I know you put all those images in. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. It looks good with your backgrounds. Nice, good menu. I don't mind scrolling through it because there's a bit of a payoff for me. I like it. This is a hard to read. Okay, so it either needs a background that is different, or a treatment, an overlay of some kind behind the text. This font, anytime you have a script type, it's also hard to read. So that you'll want to look at. There's a typography video. See if that's on the archives or posted on the dashboard, and it will give you some ideas. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can cut this down a line so it centers, has some padding around it. This one too. I remember this one. Okay, contact us. And you'll link those up. All right, just some tweaking, but you've done a lot of work, I can tell. Maybe you want this blue. Yeah, great job. I can't wait to see what this is going to be like next week. All right, let's see. This one, I want to make sure, make sure it's centered. And, clearly it's partially the way I'm looking at it, but that's something we want to just double check. Make sure I'm looking at it actual size. It's just being responsive to my screen. Let's remove any placeholders. Mm-hmm. Make sure that that is centered. Is it going to be? Mm-hmm. They're a little different. Okay. A little bit of breathing room behind the location and the day. You know, put a little space there before we get to the day of the week. Okay. And you'll link those up. You've done that here. Maybe close that up. We'll see how things are landing. So we need to link the navigation. You do have it on every page. That's great. There's the menu. Mm-hmm. All of these would have to be populated. I recommend, unless they're loading, in which case they would need to be smaller files, but I recommend just disabling this page and that button. The other thing is we can't get back easily, so navigation needs to be working on every page. Okay, so I want to go to the About, and I only know that there's a button. Okay, it's left align all of that. Put a period after abundant. And you'll want to cut this down, edit this a little bit, right? Yeah, that needs to be edited. That's close to the very same text. So good job putting it in there. It just needs to be cut down and left aligned. Okay, so mostly the first thing you want to do is hook up that navigation, and that's going to solve a lot of things, because see, now I can't even go left. All right, so okay, all right. I think you know exactly what you need to do, and I think you're working kind of circular, and that's fine. All right, nice job. I'm looking forward to seeing how this comes out. Okay, real deal tacos. How about that? Who would have guessed? Okay. Let's left align that. Catch us, I like that. Whoops. So we want to check out that button. Good. Small but sweet. All right. Good. Okay. Let's see. Did I click the only one that wasn't linked? Or is it maybe has a lot of content, or maybe the buttons just aren't linked? Let's freeze some navigation. Okay. So we have it. Maybe a little more tacos. I do like how clean it is. And you'll link up your content, enter that. All right. I think you know exactly what you're doing and what you need to do. Do add some navigation. And we've looked at this one. All right, everybody. Really good job. I'm really excited about what you've been able to do. And I know it's been a little bit different for a week because we had Hall of Fame online and some of your due dates moved around a little bit. But hopefully you were able to experience some of those things. If not, it's not too late to go even to YouTube and search for Hall of Fame 12, and you'll have some streamed videos come up for you. So good job, everybody. Contact me if you have any questions whatsoever. Remember, week 4, we don't have late work, and pay especially close attention to those that involve your peer reviews, right? And other than that, I will see these in a few days, all right? Good job.